Hey, it has some real geriatric pensioners, people who don't want a light stove or car light stove. Their family so busy they don't take care of them. I see them a lot because I spend plenty time on the side of the road. If I do something that is fulfill a need and I get paid for it at the same time, I good. Once you could sell convenience, you're good.
Good morning, good morning. Saw a video on TikTok about a guy who does coffee on the side of the road. You know, cold drinks, hot drinks. And yeah, I was like, whoa, I've never seen anything like this in Trinidad. And I just need to check it out. So he opens really early, apparently. 5:30 to 10 o'clock. And he in was at El Dorado. So I say, alright, taking my hour to reach there. I'm very interested to hear why this man decided to do this business. I think it's very unique and very interesting. And I just want to find out what is his reasons for doing something like this. And I want to taste the coffee and, you know, see how it tastes.
Yeah, punctuality. Sign up a productive worker. Make sure you're already early. I know, I used to work CPAP. And I was a part-time work. When I was working full time, an election man. Gotta make sure and be present early. Yeah. Anything can happen after. Nice.
This auto caramel look nice, okay?
Yeah. If it look nice?
All of those look nice, okay?
Yeah. Everything is the final product.
Okay.
So aesthetically, I had to try to get it all looking like this. Pumpkin spice.
What's you buying today, man?
Assorted caramel tea. Oh, okay.
But
Thank you.
Alright, I'm not just sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, so Suresh, what's the name of your business here, boy?
I didn't come with any name. I just put the word coffee because I was catering for geriatrics. I tell you, that's all. I didn't have any name. I just say what the geriatric want to see.
Yeah.
They just want to know I have coffee, and that is and that is how that came about. I just say coffee price, and that was it.
Alright.
Yeah.
But how long you doing this, you know?
This will be the third week, a month and third week.
Okay, nice.
7,
So you just like recently started?
8, 9,
So then
10.
what gave you the idea to say, hey, well, I will sell coffee?
Well, it came out of a need because the company I'm working for, I spent 8 years with them, which is the last company that I worked full time for in my career. And the company not giving you any raise. They don't intend to give you no raise. And so you just had to work until you retire. Yeah, and the portfolio is either the position which is either they make the portfolio the responsibility redundant and pay a several package, which they don't want to do, or they frustrate you until you leave. Yeah.
That's all terrible.
Yeah, that is how it was.
Wow.
Right? And so, yeah, either stay with the company, stick in the same position, make the same salary until you reach 60. or you can resign because they're not going to pay any several package. You know, so you I don't know your battle, and so I decide if I'm going to resign, given that I don't have my NIS contributions already accounted for, which is 750 contributions. Right, when I take care of that, then I decide to start something here. I say I could live I could take care of myself until I reach 60.
Alright.
Yeah, and that was the plan.
Alright.
Nothing big, nothing fancy.
Okay. So you're from the area, yeah?
Yeah, I grew up in this area. Not by choice. Wasn't even born in this area. I'm from San Fernando.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, Gasparello to be exact.
Okay.
Charles Street.
Hmm.
Alright.
But how you reach quite here?
Right, the court.
Oh.
Yeah, because of the situation of my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know my father.
Right.
Right? She couldn't take care of it was three of us, two half brothers. So she couldn't take care of us. The court took us away and bring us up to the St. Mary's home.
Okay.
Yeah, and I spent 12 years there.
Okay.
And
You're telling me that you wasn't was you put it in a real unique kind of thing. You say it was what? I don't remember.
I not trying to remember what I said. Right, yeah. Nobody came for me when I reached that age. So when I reach the age, you have to leave. So if nobody come for you, they will place you somewhere. And I was placed in the men's hostel in Port of Spain, where I had to pay $300 a month. And from there, I work. At that time, I was working Express. And they get a little end in Express. And from there, I end up, I didn't know the interview would be so tense.
No, it's just a normal kind of.
The normal for you.
No big nothing.
Alright. Which one is cold or hot?
Cool.
Cold, okay.
Like 50 bed this morning.
Yes, she said she wasn't coming up here, so.
Where does she like it?
Because I saw the thing last night and I was like, hey, let me take a drive now. She was like, no.
Nah, I think she missed it.
And salted caramel, not supposed to have that, but I don't reach here. See, I get distracted there. Or caramel. Yeah, so it's out of a need and I didn't have any big plan. I just decide, hey, it has some real geriatric pensioners, people who don't want a light stove or car light stove. And then I had time to, you know, the family so busy they don't take care of them.
Yeah.
I see them a lot because I spend plenty time on the side of the road, on the street. So I say if I get a little if I do something that it fulfill a need and I get paid for it at the same time, I good.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
This mosquito.
You can edit it out.
No.
Oh, sure, you can. It's a fine, they call it a fine fly or sweet
That look like a mosquito.
a mosquito.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. Everybody morning.
Suresh.
Hey. Oh gosh. Yeah, you doing a somewhat interview. I don't know if it's right now with everybody online. You have to say international.
Well,
Yeah. Get down no local again.
Local yesterday. I think that.
looking on TikTok and Facebook and
Somebody is a big world out there with that cyber internet. So when you miss, you come back to you though. Eddie.
She said she ain't leaving the house this hour.
Yeah.
So I'll take a salted caramel here. I like not even in Starbucks is get this kind of like yeah, you see this kind of wow, this cross section is like well not cross section but
it simply shows the talent as locals compared to international.
Yeah. This is like it's quality. This is quality again, yeah.
And affordable. That's the main thing.
Well, I don't know because I sponsor like 3 people there already. So I can't. Well, yeah, it looking so $17 for one, that kind of thing. Yeah. So
Coffee I bought, I will usually pay like $17 and I paid $9.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is affordable.
Yeah,
All right,
I
cool.
specialize on how I like it.
I love that it have some foam on top here, and they salted caramel. So let me see. Woo! Wow!
Coffee tips.
Whoa! Yeah, this is wow. This is wow. It has a lot of coffee in this. Oh my god! And it's like the salted caramel. Like most of the time, when you have a salted caramel, that is literally all it is.
Yeah.
But this is obviously a coffee drink that is flavored with salted caramel. This is really nice. Wow. Wow. So and you used to be here every day? So you just buy coffee all the time? Or?
Yeah, for sure.
Serious? Okay. So good or?
Yeah, they're very delicious, tasty.
Wait, that's what you're drinking right now?
Yeah, exactly.
What is this?
This miles to let me put a little extra coffee in it.
Alright. That's so cool.
You have different mixes and blends and flavors. It's something new for me in the coffee world.
Yeah.
We are accustomed to just coffee, milk and sugar.
Right, exactly.
We have a lot of different things.
Okay.
Nice coffee. And especially when you think about on the menu and on the corner, wow, you don't find that irregular.
Yeah, so it is. I think that's what make me jump and come up here leave my house 4 o'clock in the morning to reach up here.
Yeah, he has come out really early
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah.
Very innovative because it's a busy corner, very
Right.
business-like as well. I'm very smart.
Okay.
Come on, I want it and delicious. Anybody could make what you're making here?
Yeah, they can make it. They can make it home and all. Just a little guidance. It's easy, and it's the same process as what the bigger fellas is used. It's just they have labs and things to streamline their steps because them want efficiency
Right.
and they want to yield high production at the because their cost is labor cost, inventory, rent, all kind of things. So that's why their product will be very expensive.
Because I was surprised when you told me that you give out the recipe and that.
Yeah. It's not a big is a recipe. It's simple thing, but you know what makes it different? Execution. Yeah. You have to know when to put what. Yeah. Because if you just put everything and blend it up, you just make a punch. Or you put everything you can put anything together and mix it. But it mightn't come out the way you want it.
Right.
So you can have you could have the same ingredients like me and we will come up with 2 different things.
Okay. I guess I saw this come back.
Yeah. Not only that, the measure of it. For example, everybody had different tolerance in the taste. So if you can in the formula for the for coffee shop is, this XY ounces, and your employees will follow that.
Right.
They won't deviate from that.
Right.
But if you can deviate for the sake of the customer, they will come back. Even though it mightn't be tasting good. They will say, I want it so.
Yeah.
And once you can give them that,
They'll come back.
they will come back, yeah. You know? You always give the customer the idea that they could get it the way they want it. That is all. Once you can give them that, you're good. But as I say, as an employee, them have to follow trended rules and things. So they might say, no, we can't do that. Okay,
That's true.
Yep. So that is why that is a seller. That's convenience. Because convenience is what is the biggest seller in the world in any business. Once you can sell convenience, you're good. It's salted?
Yeah, too salt.
Too salt. White chocolate, yeah. I was in town yesterday and I was watching Starbucks. You see, and people when people come for the drink and thing, they take it, but it doesn't make any suggestion.
Oh.
You understand? That because they believe that what Starbucks gave them is the final thing. So it's that kind of mindset. They don't believe, hey, Starbucks don't approve of it. It's good. I taking it. So when you have the option, you can change it up to suit. But the Starbucks is like a bank. This is how we do it. You have to take it.
Yeah.
The crack and thing.
Go.
Hey, look. You can use this too. Let me get it. It have the cafe premium and the cafe regular.
But what was the flavors you did start with?
I start with one caramel, just plain caramel, because I make my own caramel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from home. And a classic, which is either sweetener or non-sweet, and a mocha, chocolate mocha.
Okay.
That's just chocolate with coffee.
Okay, cool.
And then three I start with. You can see if you look at the sign here, you'll see the tree behind
Yes.
the tank. Yeah, that is what I start with.
And what people just started to ask some more flavor. Huh?
And I decide to. I said, let me try this. Let me see how it tastes. And it's a kind of like a testing. You say, let me try it out. See who, like when you go fishing, you throw the bait and see what bites. And it just like, and then I was also open to the fact that when somebody come, they can make up something. So people from course cutters used to come and make up their own drink.
Okay.
That is how I get chocolate caramel, and chocolate fudge,
Okay.
and peanut spice.
Okay, so
Somebody actually ordered that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I would come up with one thing. I would just come up with caramel. They must say, well, give me some salt in it now. Yeah. Because I wouldn't know what trending. I don't be
I
online.
never heard of peanut spice though, I don't know.
Yeah, peanuts. That evolve, you know. I start with the peanut alone, and then somebody say, well, why don't try it with a little spice? And then I tried, and then then somebody asked for caramel in it. They'd end up to be a caramel peanut.
Okay.
So some of the things there, I never came up with it, is what people actually buy, and I put it on the menu. My input is so few, because I have other things to study. Right, white chocolate.
Well, white chocolate chutney names today.
Yeah, it's somewhere there.
You know. I think the first thing that grabbed my attention.
Yeah. You got a hot one?
Yeah, boy, real hot one.
Oh shucks.
I do better one.
Yeah, boy.
Alright.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, he's a regular.
Okay.
I'm more focused on his real quality.
Okay. The drink sound like a woman.
Yeah. Well, it used to be I used to just jump off my bed and tell my body what to do, you know. Now my body say, you didn't have no meeting with me. Where you going? Bam, pull muscle. Can't go nowhere.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Caramel by a league by themselves. Yeah. It have all kind of caramel. And it have one where chocolate caramel. And that one I charge 20 because I use twice the amount of ingredient. I like cinnamon or nutmeg flavor thing, like spices.
Right.
Chai tea and thing is mine.
Okay.
Is my thing. This is real sweet.
Wow.
So yeah, the cinnamon and the chocolate and the cinnamon fudge or thing like that. Those are my ideas for sure. But now everybody gets so accustomed. There's with cinnamon now they deviating,
Yeah.
deviating from the cinnamon. But I like the cinnamon. And it's a nice cool spice. I feel relaxed when I use that, especially the scent. Scent will be something that I can live with. I didn't really came out to start a business to say I'm going to be, running a business for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I can't drive and thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I station here.
Okay.
If somebody do sometime a school teacher might go the extra mile and buy it in prices and bring it for me.
Okay, nice, man.
Yeah. She's the one that helped me out, Miss Clement. Over the years come through the most difficult times. She still helped me out up to today. That is a goalkeeper. You can't give up a person like that.
That's nice, man.
Yeah. With no attachment, eh? No attachment.
Just kindness.
Yeah, just kindness.
Yeah, because I don't think I ever drink a coffee like that. I have real energy right now.
Oh yeah, real sprightly too. And some people I tell them, you white pull back eyelids. That strong it could get.
Yeah, I know it's strong, but it's not like
Overplaying. Yeah. Right. Caramel, salted, chocolate fudge, and the last one is peanut. Right. Okay. Get us different maker coffees and experiment with all of them. And that is basically it's a kind of fanatic way of doing things, but you just have to do it if you want to accomplish certain things. Coffee is a nicotine too, eh?
Is it?
So today you might like it, you might say not strong, and it's the same dosage you was taking all the time, and then
You're accustomed.
you get immune.
Right.
So all of a sudden you realize, well, I real drinking coffee, not knowing that your tolerance level getting different and different.
Okay.
With the fruit mixers, some of them not even listed in the sign.
No.
Okay, let me tell you what I have.
I'll make my
Pineapple.
Now make my Starbucks special now.
Oh shucks.
Yeah, that?
Nah. Mine is just a simple thing. That guava, cranberry, pineapple guava, orange pineapple, peach, pineapple ginger, cherry pineapple, apple cherry, passion fruit.
Passion fruit?
Okay, passion fruit.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, let me go with that then. Passion fruit lemonade. Lemonade is an afterthought, really.
Okay.
It wasn't I didn't spend any time with it.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, I'm gonna try the because you have a sign to it.
Yeah.
So, lemonade and
People is buy it when the time come. Especially for the children and thing because they don't want them to drink coffee.
Right. You know what I should do? Because of the head, I can take out my wife like what's so
that will stand up until it reach. So that is styrofoam.
This will take me like 40 minutes to reach home.
What? Quite south,
Yeah.
That traffic?
Nah, I don't think it's traffic to go down. It's traffic
to come up. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I want to leave early because I wasn't coming in the traffic.
Yeah.
I leave early just to avoid that.
Yes, you want to be out of the traffic.
Yeah.
Where I put he, boy? I forget where I put he now. Oh, looky right here.
So I like what you say doing this song.
Yeah, because when you look at it, there are a lot of retirees, a lot of pensioners, there are a lot of people, old folk that they're not willfully neglected by their family. The family, some of them so big, so busy, just trying to live. That them is get sideline.
Yeah.
So all them is do is go and collect the money and them is buy everything. They buy breakfast, they buy lunch, they buy dinner. And some of them is walk. That one regular one. Every time he come, he's come with a cane because he can't he get a little stroke.
Yeah.
So he definitely for the rest of his life he won't be behind no stove. So that's how I look at it. I say, well, that's a need there. I get filled. I still able.
You making it sound like you're real old.
Yeah. Well, or as one person say, old soul trap in our body. Yeah, they did lemonade, passion fruit. Alright, and then you have one more ingredient to go with it. It is the secret ingredient. Not really, but it's just a sweetener. Gotta shake it up now. Nice. Yeah.
So what's the thing about shaking it up? Because I feel like
the recommended thing is the ice. All the ingredients go down in a level stage.
Right.
So if you push the straw, everything settle down.
Right.
So for example, the caramel will settle at the base. So when you drink, you suck up all the caramel.
Right.
And then you get the milk.
Okay.
And then you get the coffee.
Okay.
But if you shake it up and you wait for 10 to 15 seconds, everything will merge up. And then you drink it. But don't leave it because it will start, the ice will melt and it will water down everything. So the idea is the ice supposed to cool everything.
Oh,
That is the nature of the drink. In other words, you had to drink it so you could buy next one. Unless you wanted water down. So it's a kind of trick now. Let's see. Okay, let's see. In the ice cold beverages, it comes in two versions of the coffees. It have the regular coffee, which is the classic coffee, and it have the premium coffee, which is the cafe gold.
Right.
And the variations are, you have the classic sweetened and unsweetened. You have the caramel and the salted caramel. Plus you have the fruit caramel, which is either soursop, guava, or passion fruit.
Jesus.
Then you have the peanut. Then you have peanut spice. And then you have peanut caramel. That's supposed to be in the list of the caramel.
Okay.
Then you have chocolate. With chocolate, that's just chocolate with coffee. Then you have vanilla cream. Then you have coconut cream, Oreo cream. And then you go with the pumpkin spice, chocolate fudge, strawberry vanilla, coconut caramel, another caramel.
Wow.
Yeah, that is what somebody make up. I didn't make up that.
So somebody come here and
Ask for that, yeah.
And soursop too, they ask for soursop?
No, they didn't ask for that one. The soursop was for the lemonade.
Oh.
So I just swing it,
over.
swing it over.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. But
you mentioned, I guess my wife would like the
pumpkin spice, yeah. And what I tell people too is, actually what you see here is what I have offered, but you can take anything and make it into whatever you want.
Oh.
So that's how the peanut spice was born. Came into existence.
Yeah.
Because somebody actually take spice from the pumpkin and put it in the peanut.
Right.
And all I did was just put it together. Yeah.
There's a lot of this.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah. And then you had the coconut caramel, coconut chocolate, the lemon, which is Spanish for lemon, lemon vanilla.
Oh.
Yeah, that is this one.
Right.
Caramel vanilla. That is the same vanilla, but you just add caramel.
Okay.
Then you have the cinnamon caramel. So it's the same. This one, you ain't using no vanilla, You just eliminate the vanilla and you put cinnamon with caramel.
Right.
This one is caramel vanilla. It's all three come together now. And there's a coconut now. So cinnamon with coconut, no caramel, no vanilla. So cinnamon, coconut. Now the espressos come in hot drink too, except the fudge. So you can get chocolate mocha, caramel, cappuccino, cafe latte, and americano or double espresso. All of these could be hot. But in cold, you get just as is.
Okay.
It's just you're making like it's a hot drink, but you're just adding ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the chocolate fudge is an additional to these five.
Yeah.
So you take the chocolate fudge and just double up the espresso.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's real.
Right.
Jeez.
And the lemonade is assorted flavors based on the availability around. Yeah.
Right.
Because some days you might not have this flavor, but when you go back another day, you might get it.
Okay.
Depending on where you're buying it from.
So where you think about like you had a few first time customers here and
Yeah.
everybody like they see best coffee they ever taste, and I mean what you think about that saying that it's a rituals and
Yeah.
all these
Well, when I had the idea to do this, I wasn't thinking I have anybody to compete with.
Oh.
I was just thinking, this is what I like to do. I will throw it out there. Let me see. It could be a hit, it could be a failure.
Yeah.
So I come with only two options. Either fail or it becomes something that I can do all the time.
Right.
And it's so far, on the scale, it outweighed the failure.
Yeah, of course.
And that is how it came to existence.
Nice one, man.
And nothing in really planned. Everything happening as I go. I just adapting according to how everything
How
goes.
it goes, yeah.
Yeah.
You're really adapting to because I never even see half of these flavors.
No. This is based on sometimes I would just be walking through the grocery and bam, try this.
Okay.
And I would go home, try it. I say, yeah, this could work, man.
Yeah,
This-
put it on
put it in. And if it don't sell, I take it off.
Okay.
Yeah, because all I do is stick over something here.
Oh.
So you watching the same menu, but you don't have something stick over it. Yeah. So how I know when it's not selling? When the pack empty, that means it's selling. When the pack still full,
That's all.
yeah. And that is how I keep track of it.
Alright. But yeah, here you had a pumpkin spice, so maybe a pumpkin spice hot, I think.
It don't really have a pumpkin spice hot, but I could convert it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, try it and
Yeah, like how the girl says she wants salted caramel with no coffee.
Oh, no
You go, yeah.
Okay.
And I did it for her, yeah. She came this morning, same artist girl.
Right,
She
right,
make up that drink.
Okay.
Yeah, and every morning she come, she want that.
Okay.
Well, not every morning, but every time she reach.
Yeah. But alright, maybe I should know what people is usually sorry. You like the coffee man also.
Yeah, take a next shot.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, people is what's like your best seller in the house?
In the hot, cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
Because cappuccino have everything. It has sweets. It have molasses. It have the coffee. It have the sugar. It have condensed milk.
Okay.
And all of this thing could be more or less or with or without.
Okay.
And yet it maintain the coffee.
Yeah.
You don't lose the coffee.
Okay.
So if you add it in, it is a plus. If you leave it out, it doesn't really affect it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel it's best to make one of $9 or
Okay.
and you could keep the change.
Yeah, I will have to go and get it. This is the corner. This is Cora Junction, Cora Royal Road,
Okay.
Eastern Main Road.
We don't know you're not royal, right?
Yeah. Royal Road, yeah, Royal. I can't even say it good. I say it's raw, R-A-W. It's Royal. Royal.
Okay. Alright, cool.
That's why probably when your teeth getting when you're losing teeth, they say.
Wow. Again, my free talk too. So,
Yeah, nah, almost 50.
happy for
One more year to 50. Hey, hello. How you doing?
What time you come out here?
5
5.
every day.
I need mouse 4.
Yeah,
I see
every
it
day.
down here. I was like,
Yeah. So by 4:30 I done out here,
okay,
and I'd be setting up,
okay.
but I didn't get a chance to set up properly because as I reached forestry, people came for the hot coffee.
Okay. So just go until they sell out then.
I was going till I tired. If I wasn't you, if I have stuff, I still go. But if I wasn't human, I would go
Okay.
24 hours.
24.
Yeah.
So I guess from 5 to.
Just never close.
Wow.
Never close. That is my future goal. To have a coffee shop that open 24 hours because I want it around the airport. That is the future I had in mind. A coffee shop that open 24 hours. So after you're done fat, you come for some coffee. After you're done work, come for some coffee.
Like any nights.
Yes. Anytime, any hour, any day, because when you work in the airport and you meet a lot of people, you're meeting people from all over the world. Your mindset will have to change.
Alright, so I have a cool coffee here. This is the famous salted caramel. This is potent, strong flavors of coffee and salted caramel just coming through this drink. I've been drinking this for the last 2 hours. Look where it's reached. This is insane. Alright, I got a hot cappuccino for Melina. Passion fruit juice, bro. Oh God. It's just pure passion fruit and sweetness. Yo, I could take this. It is so concentrated. I could take this and make a jug of juice, bro. What is this? That fruity goodness of that passion fruit. Oh my God, it is so wow. No way he's selling this for so little bit. Wow.